Today, I'm excited to delve into the dynamic world of Roblox and share with you my personal selection of the top 5 standout games as of 2024. Roblox continues to evolve with an array of captivating titles, some of which are reshaping the landscape of gameplay. However, I must emphasize that the following list reflects solely my subjective perspective. It's not founded on empirical data or statistics, but rather on the sheer enjoyment I've experienced within these virtual realms. Additionally, to ensure diversity, I'll feature only one game per genre in this compilation. So whether you're a newcomer or a seasoned player, I aim to provide a game recommendation tailored just for you. If any of my suggestions resonate with you, a like would be greatly appreciated, and consider subscribing for more content. Let's dive in and explore the vibrant world of Roblox gaming together. Number 5, we have Wather. And out of all the picks, this is probably my most controversial one. Not because the game is controversial, it's just because of the fact that this is not really a game. It's kind of a game within a game. You see, if you know anything about Roblox, you know that natural disaster survival has been on the platform for God knows how long. And Wather's actually a modded version of it. And what's so amazing about it is that it's being constantly updated, and the game is actually genuinely funny. I'd like to imagine that this game is what Natural Disaster Survivor would be if the developer actually updated the damn game. However, I know what makes Natural Disaster so good is the fact that it hasn't changed. So I'm really happy to see that there's a modded version out there that is really fun to play. And on top of all that, they just released their 1.0 update, which added VC servers, I think 20 new maps, and like 45 new disasters. And this is one of the only Roblox games that I actually was able to get my IRL friends to play and enjoy. And believe me, that is a very hard task. Like if a Roblox game breathes the wrong way, they will not play it. That's why it comfortably sits at number 5. Number 4, Roblox Rally Racing. Now, if there's one thing that any of my viewers were expecting, it was not a racing game. And I just recently picked up this game, and oh my god, this game is fun. Usually I have a bad relationship when it comes to racing games, especially on Roblox, because 1, they're either really laggy, the cars suck, or the roll sucks. However, this game has none of these problems. In fact, they're all so perfect. And one of my favorite things about rally racing in general is the fact that it's not mindless whatsoever. You know, you're not like running around in a circle, or you're not going in a straight line. Rally racing is really hard. Like if you think you're good at racing games, play rally racing and you're going to get humbled. I remember going through the Japan race for the first time and trying to speed my way through it, and then flying off the side of a mountain because I was going too fast in a turn, and I had to restart all over again. It was brutal, but I love a good challenge. And this game, and even if you're not good at racing, you can just watch other people do it and fly off the mountain. Because if you know anything about Roblox kids, they don't know how to brake. Believe me, I was the same exact way. I never really understood the concept of braking until maybe when GTA 5 came out and I got it. And even then, I would still find myself speeding through everything and then flying through my windshield when I crashed into a tree. And even though this game is at number 4, you'll probably never see me make a video on it just because, well, it's probably not something you guys really want to watch. And if you guys do, let me know in the comments. Number 3, we have Centaura. Centaura is a really rare breed of FPS games because this actually takes place in World War I. And throughout the FPS genre, World War I is probably the most underrepresented. It's very rare to see actual big games or big game studios make their game take place during World War I. I don't know why everybody always does World War II, but you never see any trench warfare love. But Centaura smashes it out of the park with this game. You might know the developer of this game because he's the same person who made Dead Ahead. And if you have played Dead Ahead, it is also a crazy good game. But unfortunately, dead. But the reason why I mentioned the developer specifically is the fact that his attention to the detail is pretty crazy. One of my favorite things about this game is the attention, the detail, and the environment that's going on around you. Other games like Shell Shock have also done this, but nobody has done it to the level of Centaura. You see, the reason why we're putting this game over Shell Shock or any other World War I game is the fact that the gunplay is also really nice. The gameplay is very smooth, it's very easy to learn, and honestly, it has a really low skill cap. Everybody has their role in the war, and the more points you get, the more guns you can unlock in the game, which if you get the flamethrower, well, it's GG. Number 2. Combat Initiation. And Combat Initiation is a very new game. So new, I'm pretty sure it kind of just released in early development sometime this year. I have a video about it in which where I just glaze the living hell out of this game, cause it is amazing. But the best way to describe this game is like Noobs in Combat. And if you've never played Noobs in Combat, it is a wave-based survival shooter. But what sets this game apart from Noobs in Combat is the fact that 1. This game is in the style of retro Roblox, and 2. They get pretty creative with how you can go about it. A full run of this game would probably take you around 30 minutes. But there's a lot of different playstyles and a lot of different weapons you can use. And on top of that, as you play, you can upgrade your weapons into better weapons, which do a lot more damage and also have special abilities and buffs. The one thing I will say about this game though is the fact that the game doesn't really have that much content at the moment, because it is in early development. As it stands right now, I'm pretty sure there's only one game mode with 3 different maps, but each map has its own custom boss fight and a cool boss fight theme. Like, for real, I don't know who was cooking with this music, but bro, it is crazy. I played this game with my editor for a video, and we kind of just both agreed that this would probably be one of the best games, if not the best game of 2024. However, this was before we actually played our number 1 pick, and our number 1 pick is Helmet. Now I know what a lot of people are going to say, Helmet isn't technically out yet. However, from what we have seen from it so far, it is by far going to be the best game that's going to come out in 2024. And now, I know people in the comments are going to start W-corning. Hold on, isn't Centaura also a shooter? Which, yes, it is. But these are 2 different types of shooters. You see, Centaura is more of like an arcade type shooter, where it's not really too realistic. Well, Helmet is an ultra-realistic SWAT shooter. Instead of it being player versus player, it is player versus environment. And does it do it perfectly? One of my favorite things about this game is the fact that it's all through body cam, and that your missions that you go through are actually just previous recordings. It is one of the most unique ways I've seen somebody set up an FPS, and honestly, they implemented it really well. And it makes perfect sense. After playing Ready or Not, and then playing this game, I got to say that, well, yes, it might not be better than Ready or Not, it comes pretty close. If you're looking to play Ready or Not without breaking the bank, this is a great alternative for you. However, since it's not out yet, you're going to have to wait a little bit. But they do frequent testing every so often, and when they do, this game gets like 20,000 players easily. It's crazy how many players this game gets. And I'm going to be honest with you, putting this game at number 1 doesn't do it justice. I feel like to put it on a more accurate scale. If I were to say if a game is rated out of 10, I would rate this game at a solid 15. So that was my list. If you agreed with my list, make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe. But if I snubbed the game, please let me know down in the comments, and I'll H your comment if I believe I did snub it. I really only had 5 games to put in this, so I just put what I personally enjoyed the most and know about. Anyways guys, hope to see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.